Welcome to Ask Ava. This is my new video series in which you, there at home, ask me questions about spirituality, metaphysics, the tarot. Please, no personal questions, but questions that you feel that the viewing audience on YouTube would be interested in hearing about. It can run into the realm of telepathy and the psychic realms, the world of the invisible, the spiritual realms. And what I will do is receive the question via my email, which is grandcentralhealing@gmail.com. And I'll determine whether your question is would be interesting to the rest of the YouTube community and those who are my subscribers and viewers. I'm not going to substitute, pardon me, this video series for the Native American readings, the animal totems as I call them, which is my mid-month reading. I had threatened to do so because they hadn't been doing as well, and I wanted to see if this would do better. But you talked me into doing both. So now I've doubled my work again, but that's all right, because I think this is a good idea. It lets me connect to you in ways that I can't do in any other way. So, the honor of the very first question goes to a viewer named Poppy. Hi, Poppy. Thank you for your question. Poppy. Poppy writes, in response to your kind suggestion that we send you questions, you mentioned during your reading that we had only one guardian angel. I've always been interested and perhaps a tad confused about connecting more consistently with my guardian angel. How do we know we're communicating with the right one? Some other readers suggest that we have more than one, and so on. Sometimes I feel I need to conjure up a whole choir of them to get connected. Oh, Poppy, what a very beautiful question about our guardian angel. And do we have one or many? And how do we communicate with them more effectively? And how do we know we're communicating with them? And if we have more than one, how do we choose? And historically, the idea of a guardian angel or the entire angelic realm is a quite common concept, not only in the Judeo-Christian tradition, but in Islam, in the Chinese tradition, many cultures around the world have the concept of an angel, because I believe that the power concentrated all in one source, in the Godhead, ran counter to how it felt, that we in fact had more individual attention, and that there was a being, there was some force that was always with us, that we could turn to in crises, to help us, to guide us, to give us a feeling of protection, wisdom, and solace. This is my assistant, Scooter. Going up there, Scooter. See her? She blends in so beautifully, doesn't she? So, let's continue here. Is there evidence of a guardian angel? of any guardian angels, one or many? Many people who were very rational people, such as Socrates, believed absolutely in his guardian angel. He felt that he had his guardian angel by him his whole life. There are traditions that believe, for instance, that we are assigned 7 guardian angels to help guide us through life, and that when we die, 6 of those leave us and 1 remains, the main significant guardian angel, who then stays with us even in the realm of spirit and reincarnates with us in our next incarnation. There is that belief, or the belief that we have a single one. You don't know. You can only have faith that that's true until you develop the type of tender listening that allows you to feel the presence of your guardian angel. And it is also understood that our conscience that tells us what is right and what is wrong is the immediate, direct communication channel through which our guardian angel speaks to us and guides us. We don't always listen. We don't always listen to our conscience. We don't always obey the wisdom that it is trying to impart to us. But nonetheless, you certainly can become aware of it. And I believe we're born with various levels of awareness of our conscience, of that inner guide that tells us what comes from God, what is loving, what is compassionate, what is pure, what is good, to help us make choices that bring about our spiritual evolution and development here on the earth plane. It isn't as mysterious as all that. They may not be embodied, incarnated in a body, but they are our companions for life, one or many. It doesn't matter, as long as you listen. And to say that one is more wise than the other, there is a problem, because many times one can drift into psychosis as well, into fantasy, into a disconnect with what is coming from your conscience and what is coming from your imagination. And we can embellish the imagination to such a point that it seems more real than life itself. But what is the evidence that you're speaking with your guardian angel? The evidence is virtue, integrity, love, compassion, are those the qualities of the guidance? And if they're not, then you're speaking to yourself, your lower self. We have also our lower self, but that's us. That's our ignorance. Where we ignore the higher and listen to the lower. You don't need to believe in a guardian angel. You don't need to believe in spirit or spirituality or the dimensions of spirituality. You don't need to. You'll survive without it. But that's all you'll do, is survive. That is, without the belief in the spiritual realm, without the belief in a guardian angel and in angels and in love and in God, your life is that much less fulfilling, less beautiful, less tender, less joyful, less alive. So why not have faith if you can't find rational reasons for it? Give up the rational mind. It's not important to have a rational reason to believe in a guardian angel. It's a beautiful idea, if it is only an idea. The idea of the Big Bang is an idea. You can believe it or not, with or without the evidence. Evidence comes and goes. Evidence changes. These assumptions, like the Big Bang, are on an equal footing, ultimately, as is the belief in a guardian angel. So why not believe in a guardian angel? It will only help you. It will only relieve you of your loneliness, of your isolation, and make you feel protected, loved, enveloped in loving light your whole life. Why not believe it? There's no good reason not to. One or many. Believe it. And it will change your life. And you might hear the soft sound of their wisdom in your heart. Namaste. Thank you. Please send me your questions, and hopefully I will read them, and send me if you'd like me to mention your name, and I will. Thank you.